I just want to say that I'm cooler than you. Can't you tell? Happy Friday, everybody. Oh my gosh. I moved the office around a little bit, so we're dealing with a couple little changes here. We'll have to figure it out as we go along. Clean the office. So all my settings are messed up now. That's all right. We'll figure that out too. Here we go. Put that up there. That there. Go with that. We'll turn the voice up. Whew. Thank God it's Friday. Had a show all planned out yesterday. And sit here a little bit before we're going to go on. We're going to go on at 9. And I got a call from the wife that her and the fam were broke down, so we had to go take care of that. Ended up being a battery issue, yada, yada, yada. Didn't get back home until a little bit before 10, so I was like, you know what, we'll just go on in the morning. I haven't done a morning show in a while, and I decided that I'm off today. Today's a big day here in our family. Why do you ask? Well, let me tell you. Well, it's because our oldest son graduates from high school today. He walks the stage, our oldest boy. That really makes you think about a lot of things. A lot more than I thought it would, that's for sure. Mortality, the future, his future, the kids, the grandkids. Am I going to be that old guy sitting in a wheelchair? Oops, sitting in a wheelchair that my son doesn't trust me to hold the baby because I'm too old? Is that going to happen to me? I don't know. I don't know. Am I halfway through or am I almost through? I don't know. We don't really know, you know. And I tell you what, if you sit and you think about it too long, you end up going crazy. Now, June, do not forget, because it is very important. June, what we got here, is Groomer Awareness Month. Make sure that you know that it is Groomer Awareness Month. Be on your best behavior. Keep your head on a swivel. You never know where they might be coming from. Oh, what a horrible joke. That was terrible. That was terrible. Let's start with this, because this is a good reminder of how we should think sometimes.
I just wanted to say a few words, really, without any hopping or skipping. Firstly, just to the people who showed up in Southampton yesterday evening at 6 o'clock to protest outside the police station. Thank you very much for taking the time and trouble to be there. Turning up matters. I apologise that I wasn't there, but you were, and what you did mattered to many, many people. I was on American news networks and showing them you guys at that protest. Secondly, we're going to hear a lot from the very politicians who banged on and on and on about George Floyd and took a knee and said it's righteous anger that we feel, that it's good to demand justice. You have to fight for justice. All those people on the left who made such a big deal about George Floyd and called it righteous and encouraged people to protest. Piers Morgan, the guy who was forcing lockdowns on everybody but celebrated his son being at the protest, for example. All those hypocrites now urging restraint when it's one of our own, and the protest is righteous. And I think really importantly as well is that there's just a side that's just good. There's a side that's just good people. There's good and evil. There's light and there's darkness.
Amen.
And my sense on that is that people on the side of good, we don't really need to fight. We don't need to fall out. We don't need to call each other names. We don't need to make untrue memes. We don't need to chop someone else's words up to make them look bad so that you look better. We don't need to try and own the conversation or the debate. We don't need to be the guy that's leading the conversation. We can just kind of all rally under a big umbrella where we don't all have to agree on everything, of course not. But we can rally under this big umbrella that says this is right and that's wrong. Not just wrong, obviously, but deeply, deeply evil. And I think finally, under a united umbrella, it's important to keep the pressure on, because what happened with that whole body cam footage, probably the most difficult thing is the haunting images. So many people haunted by the colour of the hands. Like, as a mum, but as a dad, as anyone, the colour of that child's hands, can see instantly they're not right. And then the callousness of, I don't think you have, mate. That's the haunting stuff that I'm imagining isn't leaving many people. And it's that kind of callousness that we have to root out in order that good wins. And finally, of course, do take time away from all of the nonsense. Take time away from social media, especially Twitter. Take time away, look up, get out, breathe the air, because there's lots of great people out there. Lots of people cracking on with trying to earn a living and look after their families and do good things. Lots of poppies brilliantly waving their heads in the field for no other reason than to be glorious for the day that they have.
Yep.
So do take time away, keep the faith, because you have my absolute word that in the end, good wins.
Yes, it does.
And as is so often the way. You don't have to be at the front end of all of it, but just by showing up, just by knowing what is right and what is wrong, in the end, we win. But for now, poppies, skies, and hang in there.
Yep, pretty much. Everybody gets so carried away with all this stuff. Freaked out. My volume set. Freaked out. Chasing these news stories and stuff, it can't affect them. There's injustice all throughout the world. We can't do much about it. What real progress have? What real? Oh, hang on. I can't see. I'm old man now. Hang on. What real progress have made supporting Trump for 3 elections? I voted for Trump 3 times and was brutal betrayed. How were you betrayed? Be curious to know. We all have different opinions, you could feel betrayed. I don't know. Maybe you voted for him for different reasons. I don't really know. I'm not sure how we're supposed to figure that one out, but I don't know if you know this. I know that the Carmelo Anthony murder trial is going on, and
a major.
I'm gonna play this little bit here because it just bothers me. But you know what? The whole thing with all this stuff, like you see Jake Lang, he was gonna be down there doing that stuff and whatever, bouncing from place to place. But you have all these racists down there and all these other people down there, and it's just it's gonna be a.
There is a decision that Judge John Roach is behind closed doors making right now that could have a major impact not only on the outcome of this trial, but also on the public perception of it. The prosecution has used its strikes to remove 3 prospective jurors who are black. They made up 100% of those who are qualified who are black to serve on this jury. Now, the defense is protesting this vehemently, arguing that it violates legal rulings. As anyone who has followed this case knows, race has become a talking point even well before this trial because the defendant is black and the victim was white. The prosecution argues that the circumstances surrounding this case, being a school fight in a school stadium, make it, quote, race neutral, meaning that race did not play a factor in the crime and the makeup of the jury doesn't have to legally reflect that. The judge is expected to make a ruling at any minute. In the meantime, here's a recap of what happened earlier today. Inside the Collin County Courthouse, the process of selecting the men and women who will fill these 12 seats in the courtroom
Yada.
said this is
They
close
made them
enough
all
to
black.
home that I'm not
All white,
confident
and
that
now
I
it's a
could
bigger
be
race
completely
issue.
fair. Potential jurors were also asked if the age of the 19-year-old defendant, who was 17 when authorities say he fatally stabbed 17-year-old Austin Metcalf at a track meet, would influence their judgment, as well as his race. One prospective juror, who prosecutors identified as African American, said he would have a hard time putting a brother in jail. Anthony's attorneys plan to argue that the defendant stabbed Metcalf, who was unarmed, in self-defense after an altercation. Prospective jurors were asked if they would hold it against Anthony if he didn't testify. One prospective juror said he would, saying silence is deafening. It matters. It's difficult to ignore. But a question from Anthony's attorney, Mike Howard, drew the ire of several prospective jurors when he asked them, how do you feel about the country's immigration policies?
Why would he even ask them that? Why would he even ask them that?
A number of them refused to answer, saying it was irrelevant. And again, we are awaiting this decision by the judge on the defense motion to cancel these 3 strikes of black jurors from the prospective jury pool. The judge is going to make a decision on that. Tomorrow, when opening statements begin, we'll get our first look at the makeup of this jury. The prosecution and the defense both got 13 strikes out of a pool of more than 500 prospective jurors. That was whittled down to 250 today. But again, this is going to be a major decision. We're waiting, and we will bring it to you when we get it. Live in McKinney, JD Miles, CBS News, Texas.
Lots of stuff going on down there. Lots of theater going on down there. Lots of stuff like that happening. It's very important. Racism is alive and well today. Racism is alive and well. Where's that one example that I had all queued up? There's a couple, but there's these guys down there at the Carmelo Anthony protest. That are, I guess they want him released. I don't really get it. Let's see.
Sarah gonna do what she do.
Where are we at here? Oh, here's a nice one. Here's a nice one from yesterday. These people are outside the Carmelo Anthony hearing. We'll just start off with this one. It's probably one of the worst examples.
Get my face on the camera. We kill crackers.
We kill crackers.
Where I come from, we kill it.
I'll turn that around. First of all, why couldn't I have been there? Why couldn't he have been saying that to me? But anyway, enough daydreaming. Imagine if this was turned around and he was saying it was a white man, and instead of saying the word cracker, he said a different word with a hard R.
We kill crackers. Where I come from, we kill it. And if I ever see you outside of Texas, you're gonna have a problem.
Ooh.
Yup. I'm gonna wrap you up in that flag and I'm gonna set it on fire.
Why don't we just do that right now?
I like the smell of burning flesh.
You can waddle your ass over here and do it now.
Don't you? See, the time of you having fear on us is over, cracker. It's over, cracker. We ain't.
It's interesting that they say that because, like, what power do you have? What generational wealth have you built and all that kind of stuff? Does anyone police their own communities anymore? Or do we just make excuses for them?
Don't you? See, the time of you having fear on us is over, cracker. It's over, cracker. We ain't scared of you.
We don't want you to be scared of us, you moron. You idiot, you person that has succumbed to racism and hate people just because of the color of their skin. Interesting how how everything has been. How the turntables have.
Not turning shit on you, motherfuckers.
Racism is alive and well, and it's a damn shame. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be alive and well. Just a couple examples of these people that were there. It's just I don't know.
You don't mess with that.
I'm talking to you. Trying to get out in it. They running quick. No, they plugging.
End up like Metcalf.
You don't mess with that.
I'm talking to you.
What happened to us? What happened to us?
What you gonna do? Pushing up Daisy. What you gonna do? Pushing up Daisy.
Pushing up Daisy. Like, what are we doing here? Who cares what color he is, all other stuff? Like, what are we doing? We are all people, for God's sakes, man. Black crime is the biggest problem in America, not white supremacy. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to argue that. And the typical response to that is, oh, you're racist. Look at the statistics. Look at the statistics. Look at the anger. This is such a cool white people safe space here. It's just a people safe space here. This is an American safe space here. It's a free speech safe place here. You can say whatever you want. You don't have to hide in the shadows and lob artillery from a faceless whatever. I have Power. Men's Power brought a Georgia Bureau of Investigation officer to his knees before begging for his life, screaming for help. Oh, what's that? What's that mean? Wow, what's that mean? Oh, I have. You ever seen those memes? It's like a Jeopardy picture, like a guy on Jeopardy, and then the thing says, I'll take things that didn't happen for 800 Alex. That stuff. Those ones? Yeah. I had him on his knees. These people don't understand that this is what the powers that be want us fighting. Yeah, they do. Of course they want us fighting each other. And no, they don't realize it. They're totally succumb to the hate. It's easier to hate. It's easier just to hate and dismiss. That way you can stick to your ideology that has been conditioned into you over the years, and you don't have to question it. You don't have to think, well, wait, maybe I'm not right. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm sorry, I just noticed something. Is it wrong or is it me? Is that guy wearing? Is that? I can't tell. That's a shirt. Well, it's got a. I don't know. Anyway, whatever. Who cares? Hello from Indonesia. Holy moly! Hello. Good. Yes, they are giving them what they want. I saw Jake Lang was down there, so that'll be primed for that. There'll of course be something that goes off down there, and then he'll get some more views. I just don't get it. It'd be so easy. Just go down there and instigate people and argue with people and stuff like that. You know? Let me see here. What else do we have? Yeah, here we go. Some more of that same guy. This guy should be arrested. Why is he allowed to be out there threatening people? Why is he out there allowed to threaten people?
Only good cracker is a dead cracker. Only good cracker is a dead cracker. Only good cracker is a dead cracker.
I almost want to go.
Only good cracker is
It's a long drive though. Start taking donations.
Only good cracker is a dead cracker.
That's what Satan wants right there. What he's doing, all that negativity and angry bull crap and stuff. There's no need for it, you know. But people are messed up on both sides. Both sides. But the hate seems to be really twisting around onto the white man.
You are nothing but another white racist mother. To think that you can even begin to have an opinion about what I should do, then back the
Amen.
You understand?
Absolutely, and I want you.
That's what you need to do.
Right,
don't tell me what I should do.
All right, bro.
You understand?
All right, bro. Papa,
I ain't never told an Egyptian what he should do.
Hey, man.
I ain't never. How you gonna move me?
No, I'm saying just get on your bike and go, bro. No, nobody's causing issues with you.
He thinks he wants to move. Well, he wants confrontation. Because he's been trained, that man on the left, that hateful man on the left, has been trained and conditioned like a dog, like a puppy, like an animal to hate somebody because of their skin color. So he already hates him. Doesn't matter. He assumes that white man hates him. So he comes at him like he does. And he doesn't know what really to do except for throw more hate back when this white man just gives him love back.
Bro, like honestly, like this is a free country. We're allowed to speak.
You're right. It's a free country, so I can stand right here.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Exactly, like you told him not to.
I have no issue with you, bro.
You alive?
I love you, man. I care for you, bro.
Don't love me.
I do, bro.
Don't love me.
I do, man.
If you love me, leave my people alone,
Hey, I love
or
you, bro.
give them all your money.
I love you, bro. I want you to know that today. I do, man.
Man, you can shut up with that bullshit.
Shake this, bro.
I wouldn't touch you for nothing. I wouldn't spit on you if your gut was on fire. You understand?
I love you, bro.
I wouldn't piss on you if your gut was on fire. You understand?
I'll be praying for you.
Don't touch me. Don't pray for me. Don't
I'll
touch
be praying for you, bro.
You
I
understand?
want you to know that. Hey, I know what it is. to
He
go
has
through
a
lot of things
jacket
in
on
your
that
life,
says
man. Hey, bro, you've been through a lot,
144,000 on
man.
the
I know
back.
that, bro. Deep
Man,
inside, man. You've been
and
through a
you're
lot,
a
bro.
young, stupid.
You've been through a lot in your life, man. I know how it goes, bro. I've been
Look
through
at-
a lot too, man. I've
Look
been
at
through a
it.
lot
Wait,
too.
what is
Hey,
that?
I'm a
What
human
is
being
that?
too, bro. I'm a
No.
human being too.
No,
He
you're
doesn't know
not.
what
You're
to
an
do.
animal.
Hey, I love
You're
you, bro.
animal. You are one of these. You trying to be just like these
Hey, look,
goddamn Edomites.
Hey, can you hear me? Can you hear
You
me
trying?
out?
I know I don't want to hear you out.
You hear me out?
Every time
can't listen to
you
you.
non-Israelite motherfucker open your mouth, it's a lie. It's a lie.
All right,
You
bro.
led my people in slavery. I
have a
don't
good day, bro.
touch. I'm gonna tell you again. Don't you
Know
even
what you're
think
reaching
about
for.
touching me.
No one's touching
Every
you, bro.
time you got something to say
Yeah.
around black people, I'm telling you, it's been a lie.
All
We
right,
ended
let's
up
go.
in slavery. We
All right.
ended up everywhere else.
Have a good day, brother.
You understand?
All he knows is hate. He's just been trained to hate the white man. That's it. Just trained to hate. That's all. It means a police officer down on his knees at East Point Courthouse in Atlanta, Georgia. Is that like one of those times when all those cowards knelt down, took a pathetic knee? Is that what you're talking about? I assume. Very cool. What power? Can you wield that power now? How's that power affecting your life? Oh, was it just symbolic, and it made you think you had power, almost like you've been conditioned to think you have power when you don't, just because you do provocative things. You think that bring okay, that's makes yeah. Brrr. Black Lives Matter. Amen. Yeah, they do. Yes, they do. White lives matter. Asian lives matter. Mexican lives matter. Oh, you know what? We could just go with lives matter. How about that? Hashtag lives matter. That's not great. All you do when you post that is show what a simp you are. Good job buying them mansions. Good job. I can't believe that there would be anybody out there still pushing this stuff. I would be curious to know how much truth there is to this accusation here. On the talking about Dominique Alexander, who I guess is the guy that let me bring this up here. The guy that's attached himself to Carmelo Anthony for whatever reason, yada yada yada. Anyway, this goes on to say that the Dominique guy has an incredibly long criminal past, including leading protests in 2016 that ended with 5 police officers dead. He's previously been convicted of felony injury after shaking a 2-year-old child so violently that the child's eyes and brain bled. He spent 8 days in jail for that. Felony theft, stealing a car, forging a check, making a false police report, evading arrest. He's now using his platform to write the narrative that Carmelo is not receiving a fair trial and has utilized this entire trial to stoke racial tensions. If you look around, you'll notice you see quite a lot of these absolutely no talent people doing this kind of stuff, stucking up to that or jumping on the bandwagon and yada, yada, yada. It's ridiculous. We could turn it into a race issue, but we're not having a race war. Like you can look at me and look, my head's shaved. Look, I got short hair and a beard and these beautiful blue eyes. Do you see those beautiful? I'm gonna see if make sure you can see those beautiful blue eyes. I don't know how hard it is for you to see those, but and these beautiful blue eyes. And guess what? I don't hate black people. Isn't that crazy? I don't hate black people. I love all people. Some of my best friends in my life have been black people. Isn't that amazing? It's crazy because I look like I'm supposed to be racist. That's wild. I guess I don't fit the mold. I don't know. Is that the case? I know that race and stuff like that is very important. It is very important because race works. It works on splitting us up. You can make it work. It's not hard. There's no need for it though. England's on fire over there. It's wild, guys. It's wild. But you can go out there. I see people. Oh, you're a racist. There's a lot of people out here, like this. Oh, the poor white man. Blah blah blah. White lives matter too. Appreciate you. That's true. I'd have to say that is true. That is true. Oh, is he? He is a grifter. Is that me? Am I a grifter? All right. I forgot I'm a grifter. Okay, hang on a second. Hey, everybody, stop what you're doing. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit the buttons, hit the bells, hit the notifications, follow me on social media, hit Substack up, talk here, give me a donation, buy my book. There it is. Do all the things. I'll wait. Not hearing any bank account dingings going on yet, guys. Can we get on the ball here? I'm supposed to be grifting. Can we make this effective? I would appreciate that. As a matter of fact, you know what? We have a vacation we're going to go on Haven't done that in a while. We're gonna make it happen. We need gas money, guys. Yeah. Anyway, what good progress did People's Convoy create? I'm not a big fan of the People's Convoy, but it did bring up. It added awareness. It made a lot of people aware that weren't aware. And if that's all it did, hey, at least it did that. I'm cool with it. What? Oh, that. It's an interesting comment. Gas price up 44% compared to this time last year. So much winning, if that's accurate. I wonder, but did you compliment anything about how the gas prices were when they were low? Probably not, huh? You're just more of a complainer. It's all right. I paid $5 a gallon. I put $133 in my tank yesterday. It wasn't even all the way empty. But you know what? Whatever. That's what it takes. 6 injured, 1 dead last night in Alabama mass shooting at a house party. No description of the shooter. Wonder why. Well, statistics would say. Like I said before, I'm not, it's easy to paint anybody who points out any of these things as a racist, and whatever. I don't care what you call me. That's what gives me power. Is that I don't care what you guys label me or what you attack me with or whatever. I don't care about any of that stuff. As a matter of fact, it was interesting. Kind of got into it with a clown on the YouTube over the weekend, and it was interesting. I like it when I get a lot of negative comments and stuff like that on my social media, which is fine. It's part of the reason why. It's part of the reason why I don't talk about my businesses and stuff on here, because if I did, it would just get a million bad reviews and all kinds of stuff, and that would actually hurt. That would actually hurt the business, and it's sad that I can't talk about stuff like that. But you get out here and there's people that just ride you, and they know things about you because you've been out here online, and they still stay in the shadows, and that's okay. But I wanted to say one thing. I ended up talking to this guy, yada yada yada. So one of the comments he said, I stopped. This is the last thing he said. Yes, I'm jealous of a 2-time bankrupt with a GED, a failed business, and a self-published semi-illiterate book that didn't sell. You got me, Chuck. That's that book there he's talking about, right there. It's probably sitting on his shelf at his house. So I like those things. When those people come at me and they give me all these insults and stuff, like, I actually really do not care at all what people out there say. It doesn't affect me in any way. I don't think about it. I don't ponder it. It doesn't bother me. I don't anything. It's just, I think it's amusing. To be quite honest with you, it's probably why none of that stuff has ever really gotten to me in the first place. But I said, don't you understand that people like you who spend their time hating on those who actually willing to brave enough to stand up usually have too many skeletons in their closet to risk doing it themselves? This goes out to all those people out in the shadows out there lobbing artillery, etc. Usually they are miserable people, high on regrets and low on self-esteem. We all have skeletons. I'm just brave enough to stand up anyway. Some of us aren't so fragile that insults and judgment from anonymous people online bother us. I understand that what you're doing and so many others out there are doing is called psychological projection, a typical low IQ response to jealousy of others who are doing things that the low IQ hater can't or won't do, or is too cowardly to do. Maybe afraid to be exposed. Not strong enough in your convictions, maybe, to overcome the fear. So these people, like you, sit in the shadows and hate. I will keep standing, and you or any of the doxing, slanderous, insignificant, silly, angry little haters can't stop me. That makes you all so mad. So I'll keep winning, keep achieving. I'll keep working hard, running my businesses, and enjoying my family. I'll keep doing what I want. I know you'll keep watching. You'll keep seething. You're mad I wrote a book that ranked #1 in its section for a time. Mad I have a bigger voice than you. Mad, mad, mad. So many people out there all mad and angry. You see some in the chat usually right now. I don't care. Actually, I almost enjoy it. Thank you, fanboy. Much appreciated. So that goes out to all those clowns out there that think that when they give me insults and stuff like that, like, I don't know, it's that projection shit because they look at themselves and they go, what would bother me? I know it would really bother me if someone made fun of this. And then they turn around and they try to make fun of you for that thing. And even though it doesn't bother me, none of that crap bothers me. But they can keep trying. It's amusing. I enjoy it. Have at it. I want to, but I can't leave the UK while it's a mess. Good luck. Good luck. Save that UK over there. No, they cannot. They try. I get an email. It's really pretty pathetic that there's so many people out there that have held on for so many years to nothing except hate. That's sad. Like, I feel bad for those people. I know there's people out there that say, "Oh, I pity that guy," but I truly do. I couldn't imagine living angry like that all the time, just mad at the world, whatever. This one video today or yesterday, I want to share this. I think it's pretty funny. We'll just change the subject a little bit, get on a little bit of a lighter topic, or we could talk about the old show, All in the Family, that wouldn't be able to be on TV nowadays. According to, oh, wait, I haven't done that.
According to MagAmericans, pointing out misinformation and hypocrisy is hating and trolling.
This would be another good example of projection. Projection. Yeah, their shame game is useless. Yeah, it is. It really is. It's funny. It's funny because it's really just like death throes of like people that are too weak to really do anything at all. You know what I mean? So Trump is a coward. Well, that's interesting. A hateful heart is a sad heart. Yeah, and like I said, that's why I feel pity for people that carry hate around like that. I learned a long time ago not to do that. I remember, I know I've told the story before, so I'll do it quick. But I remember I had a company, my first company. I had a partnership with a guy, and yada yada yada. I decided I wanted to. We broke it off legally. Everything was good. He did something shady. I broke it off. I had bitterness towards him for a long time. And then I ended up praying and asking for forgiveness, but I also asked that God bless him and prosper him and whatever. And instantly I was washed over with this amazing feeling, and all that was gone. It was just gone instantly. Instantly. Yeah. Yeah. Just remember what happened to the last who called Trump a coward. I'd be careful calling that. Can't wait for that obituary though. Well, I mean, that's, that says a lot about you, just along with your name there. No God, no gods, no masters. 357. So that tells me right there, you just want to live a life of, without anyone questioning your values, you just want to live a life of pleasure and happiness and all that stuff. So, hey, man, enjoy that life. It will be fleeting. We are here, and we are but a vapor. So, man, I hope you find Christ, but I don't know. I hope you do. I hope everybody does. I don't wish anything negative on anybody, really, They're so full of hate, they will watch a live stream they don't like just to troll. I often wonder what kind of lives what types of people have, right? Right? It's fantastic. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I'm not a Trump worshiper, but he does a great job. He's not perfect. I support probably 85% of stuff he's done. It is a fantastic Friday. It is.
I'm a liberal, so MAGA equals every accusation is a confession.
Oh my gosh. Please leave that indoctrinated crap at the door, brother. Honestly, we don't need any of that stuff. Let's just be people. We don't have to be right and left. That's all, just be people. Be Americans, Let's enjoy the day. I got a nice day ahead of me. I'm going to go enjoy my oldest son graduates today. Super depressing news everywhere. There is. Stop it. Stop it. There's good news out there. We are just not being presented it. That's all. God is good. Rest in your faith. Trust in the Lord. You know, old note my mom wrote me a while back. Of course. Put it in this little frame here. This. My mother wrote this. It's just a couple lines of what to do. Born again. Pray AM and PM. Listen to God. Believe in Him. Obey Him. Love Him. Share Him. Serve Him. Suffer for Him. Word. Thank you. Thank you kindly. Thank you kindly. Yeah, do stop. What, man? Come on. Our scenes. The first Avengers traded to America. I wouldn't say, I mean, let's not no. Not traded to America. He just has different views. We are not enemies, guys. Guys, we are not enemies. Okay? We are just people who disagree. I think your ideas are stupid. I think they're dumb. I think the left's ideas are ridiculous. I think they're just all kinds of stupid.
These people are crazy.
But I don't hate them. I want us all to prosper. I want us all to succeed. I don't want to see anybody out there. Man, I can't. I've been thinking a lot about this stuff lately, man. Suffering and all that stuff. And I've been going through some things, some real deep things. Maybe it's like a midlife crisis. I hope it's only midlife. That would be cool. You got to step away, right? There you go. Step away from all the news, huh? And make your day beautiful. There is a lot of beauty out there. I hear the birds chirping. The sun is shining. Call somebody you love. Go do something spontaneous. Sit down and write whatever. Put your thoughts on paper. There is hope. Good wins in the end. Good wins in the end. Oh, there are two different chats. I don't see a lot of these messages. So yes, there are two different. There are actually, because StreamYard lets me do this, so we mess with it. There's two live streams going on right now. There's a vertical live stream, like in the short versions, like it looks like a short, and then there's the regular widescreen. So there's two going on live at the same time. Typically, the haters have been going to the vertical chat, and then the horizontal chat, the old school looking chat, is more of like the adult room, like an Adult Swim type room. I can't guarantee it's always that way. On my end, I see all them mixed together, so I don't know which side's coming from what. Oh, thank you, First Avenger. I appreciate that. I love you too. I just think your ideas are stupid. Really, really stupid. Like really stupid. And that's okay. I'm allowed to think that, And you're allowed to think that my ideas are stupid. That's okay too. That's okay too. There's more important things in the world than my views about abortion or your views about capital punishment or any of that stuff. There's more important things, like our humanity. Like I don't hate you. I just think your ideas are dumb. And if you're so fragile that you take someone telling you that they think your ideas are dumb, and then you hate that person because they think that your ideas are dumb, you're indoctrinated. You've been subverted. You've been fooled. You've been led down the wrong road. We can disagree without hating each other. I don't wish any ill will on anybody, not even the scummy people that torment or try to torment or follow us around and have been doing these things for years. Like I'm still paying the price as far as like standing up for your country and just being a Christian and being a patriot and having a conviction to some morals. You have to pay a price in this country, and it's stupid. You don't see it on the news a lot when these people have to pay these prices. But they do. Like, for instance, I can't talk about this new company I have. I'd love to bring up my new company and talk about it. And I'd even be, hey guys, can you guys, all my followers on my social media, can you guys go there and drop me a like or a share or something? Help me get the word out a little bit. I'd love to be able to do that. I can't do that. I'm under that boot of the left and these hateful clowns out here because I can't do that. I have to build it completely organically, which is fine. I don't need this to be able to help that, but it sure would help if I had, 9,000 followers instead of a couple hundred. I mean, that would sure help, but I can't bring it up. I can't talk about it because immature people will go to that business and they will fill it with negative reviews and they will literally take food off my plate, out of my kids' mouths. They will literally try to hurt me financially and any other way they possibly can, reputation wise, etc., character, whatever. They will do that because why? Because I have different views than them. I don't hate anybody. I didn't hit anybody. I haven't attacked anybody. I haven't done any of that stuff. I haven't gone to people's houses. I haven't done things like they've done, which is write letters to all the neighbors around a certain house to slander the neighbor or do any of that stuff. Or I haven't, you go on Amazon, look at my book reviews. Every single bad book review is from those people. I know that sounds ridiculous, but I know most of them. I know. So, and it's fine. It doesn't bother me. I appreciate the engagement. Any publicity is good publicity, right? So it doesn't matter so much, but man, it would be nice. But instead, I have to live in this little cell. I have to live in this little cage. I can't go outside and I can't mix these two worlds because if I mix them even a hair, one's going to be damaged by it. And it can be damaged by these fools. And that's a damn shame. And why? Because my ideas are different. That's it. That's it. I don't hate anybody. I didn't do anything to anybody. I haven't hurt anybody. Just different ideas. You don't like how I look, whatever. It doesn't matter if I'm a good Christian. Doesn't matter if I love and treat everybody the same, even the most sick LGBT people with the mental illnesses and stuff, and I treat them the same in person and than anybody else. Doesn't matter. Character doesn't matter. Morals don't matter. Doesn't matter that I'm raising a family or contributing to society or helping other people make a living or any of that stuff. That doesn't matter. Only thing that matters is my ideas are different. That's it. I don't even have the power to put those ideas into effect. I just have different ideas. But that's enough. That's all it takes. Just have to have different ideas. How's it going, bearded drag queen? You say that, yet you are currently getting told lies and don't realize that none of this is real. The world could be much better if humanity as a whole would wake up and realize technology is flawed. I mean, I don't necessarily disagree with that, No worries, crime. Oh my God, why are you such a liar? Okay, I like it here. Technology. I like it here too. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Barbara. Appreciate you, Faith. Appreciate you, Sapphire. All you peeps out there. Don't hate Strumbo. Where do you get your lies from? I don't know. Where do you get your lies from? You have no morals. Now, see, what are you doing? What? This person is a moron. This person is a perfect little example of a puppet for the left. This is who their mouths water. The puppet masters' mouths water over people like this person. You have no morals. What are you basing that off of? I don't care that you said it. You can say whatever you want, but what are you basing it off of? What do you know about me that you would be able to say I don't have any morals? Oh, I forgot. Nothing.
These people are crazy.
I just don't get it. I don't have any morals. The problem is I have too many, I guess, really. Would the problem be is that you don't have any morals? Guns should be banned? I don't think so. We wouldn't even be a nation anymore if guns were banned. We'd be under the boot hill like they are in Australia or the UK. Yeah, so the subverted speak. What if the irony is you are the one who's indoctrinated, fooled, and manipulated by misinformation? I'm open to that possibility. That's the difference. You see, I have been around long enough to understand that I know what I don't know. I've had really strong opinions on topics before, and then new information came up and I did something insane, guys. I know on the left it's wild to do this, but I took the new information into consideration and I changed my mind. I evolved my opinion. Isn't that crazy? I'm open to new ideas. I'm willing to change my mind, even on issues that I am very strongly for or against. I'm willing to change my. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? I bet you can't say the same. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Can't really afford it, but we're going to do it anyway, damn it. Because oldest is graduating this year, and we don't know if we'll be able to have one with all of us together again. So we got to do it. Oh, another one.
Oh, maggots talking about abortion when they give zero shits about our government bombing schools of actual human children.
Oh, if you weren't so indoctrinated, you would understand. But you don't. Pretty sure the school you're talking about was actually on a Hamas or Hezbollah. Was it Hamas? I have to check now. Iranian. IRGC, that's what it was. An IRGC compound. Yes, our intelligence was old. They had changed it from whatever the building was before that we wanted to bomb into a school. War is really ugly, man. War is ugly, and it's these soft people. It's funny too because it's the soft people out there that always talk, "Oh, let's fight, let's do this, let's whatever." But if they really had to see the war, they'd run with their tail between their legs like cowards. Both parties have toxic features, have cult-like followings. Yes, agree. That's something that this is what I baffle the other side, like that white guy that was baffling that angry black man earlier was. The black man wanted confrontation, but the white man didn't. I'm not going to sit here and just defend the Republicans or Trump or whoever. I want the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution, the Bill of Rights are on my wall for a reason. They are framed in those beautiful frames that I did myself on that wall over my mantle for a reason. You don't see a GOP label. You don't see any political party garbage. You see an American flag or a J6 flag. You see a book, a Bible, a cross, the founding documents, and then just a thing of a fart gun, a candle, and a bunch of books and whatever. I break the mold of a lot of those people because they look at me and they go, "Oh, that guy's a hateful guy. He's got to be racist." That's for sure. He's racist. Look, his head's cut, very short hair, and he's got a beard. Oh my gosh, he's got tattoos. Oh man, he must be racist. And when I find out that I'm not racist and I'm willing to change my mind, I'm willing to talk to anybody, I'm willing to look at everything. I want the arena of ideas to happen. I want us to have these debates over ideas and policy. I want that. It's the left that doesn't want it. You don't see the right out there trying to silence the left. You see the left out there trying to silence the right. And why they do that? Because the right typically has the answers, has the correct answer, the better idea, the more effective policy, etc. So when you can't win, you try to silence the other side. It's why it goes it's almost a one-way street in America. Are you pretending that right-wingers don't do the exact same thing to people? Oh, see, I think I just addressed that. I think I might be surprising you. Word. Yeah, I haven't been on as much in the mornings lately because I've been trying to get this biz off the ground. So I haven't been on as much lately. So it's not necessarily you. It's not you. It's me. Indeed, they do. Indeed, they do. This is the. Here's another good. Thank you for all these great examples of subversion. I appreciate it. So we're gonna read this comment. We're gonna make fun of it
A little bit because we should. We should. How sad it must be believing that scientists, scholars, economists, and journalists have devoted their lives to deceiving you, while a guy with a lifetime of fraud and lying is your beacon of truth.
Once again, you've been trained. You've been indoctrinated to believe that the other side thinks a certain way, but you are wrong. You're wrong. You frame it as if every journalist, every scholar, economist, and scientist is on one side and Trump is on the other. Well, that's just, come on. I mean, the whole premise of that is ridiculous. That just comes from that's subversion right there, man. You're telling me you really believe that all scientists, scholars, economists, and journalists have devoted their life? So it's like one side versus the other. Come on. You're not really there, are you? Are you really there? Come on. Come on. I'm not arguing with you that things like, I mean, yes, there's indoctrination on both sides. There's cult-like behavior on both sides. I truly believe it's about a 75-25 left versus right on that as far as the crazies. But they are on our side, and we must call them out. I've been in all about accountability for many years now. We have to call out our own. We cannot go out there and call out the left and call out their behavior while we do things like support Jake Lang or other scumbags like that are out there just for the opportunity to get their face on a camera and to make some money. And that's it. That's it. That's the whole goal. Talentless losers going online to just record stuff that's not even really theirs, like all those losers at the Portland thing that were recording all that garbage and that theater and that soap opera and then just bounce around to the different ice places. I can't even understand how people oh, that's great. You just uneducated.
Wrong.
You eat Trump lies for what? What? What's up, dog catcher? Saw your message last night. Son's graduate. I appreciate you. Appreciate you, Sapphire. Hey, if you're not following Sapphire page, you damn well should be. Everybody should stop what they're doing right now. Follow that beautiful page. Trump has ruined the country. How? How's he ruined the country? Oh, well, the news told me that he ruined the country. So he ruined the country because that's what the news said, you see. And, come on. We're better than this, right? Aren't we better? We're better than this, right? We think more than this, right? We're capable. What's your favorite car? Ooh. I always love Corvettes. I like the new ones too, but they're still, I have to say I'm a truck guy. I'd have to pick a big, mean diesel truck somewhere, something like that. But then I always think of that bumper sticker I saw a long time ago. Somebody had it on their Prius. It said, "That's a really nice truck. Sorry about your penis." I can say the same thing. You make blank generalizations about lefties all the time. To you, it'd be considered lib. I'm a gun owner. Great, you're a gun owner. There's gun owner liberals, dude. Like, you think that's great. What? Okay. Like, you think I think like you is the problem. That's the problem. You think I think like you, and you think I think the way that they tell you I think. And neither one of those are correct. So, whatever. It's the same thing with all these people out here trying to insult me and stuff. It doesn't work because that doesn't matter to me. It might matter to you. You might not like if someone insulted you that way, but I'm not as fragile. I've been through it. I have been through it. That's for sure. You have tattoos? I have just a couple. Just a couple. Well, I got a Chinese tattoo when I was in the military. Does that mean I'm a traitor? Oh man. Oh, let's see what we got at the bottom. Let's catch up with the comments here. Not my posting doctrine. 66 Mustang. Ooh. That's interesting. I like that. How has he done anything to make your life better? He definitely is keeping his campaign promises, not what I voted for. I guess you meant he definitely isn't keeping his campaign promises. I don't know. $3,400 extra in tax return money is always nice. Getting more money, keeping more of my money is always a good thing. There's plenty of reasons. Have you ever owned a business? I've owned a business under Obama. I've owned a business under Bush. I've owned a business under Trump. I've owned a business under Biden for a little bit. And I've owned a business under Trump too. You would be probably surprised to know how incredible or how much those things can affect it. How much harder it is to run a business when there's a liberal with liberal policies in the office making liberal policies, and people don't want to spend money. And you see it. It's not just in the invoicing. It's also just with the dealing with customers, and how people are just very wary to spend money when there is a Democrat in office. When there's a Democrat in the office, people hold on to their money because they don't know if they're going to get it taxed away or whatever. Oh, that's pretty good. Best bumper sticker. Don't steal my tools. I need to pay for your benefits. That's pretty good. I have to maybe put that on the old cage. Every president has been a disappointment. I'm not sure every president's been a disappointment. That's pretty. This is just him speaking again from the indoctrination that he's learned.
If you believe J6 was a hoax and the 2020 election was stolen, then you are truly lost and can't be taken seriously. Period.
Shut up.
Wrong.
You don't see it. Maybe do yourself do an exercise and try to step outside of yourself just for a little bit. Step outside of the indoctrination that you've endured over the years. Okay. I've spent hundreds of hours watching video, looking over stuff from J6, meeting with I met with them, met some people, visited the prison. I've done some stuff, not as much as many others here. Sapphire Patriot would be one of the most dedicated to the whole J6 movement I've ever seen. And I know what happened. I'm sick of explaining it, to be quite honest to people. So it's out there. If you want to check it out, you should check it out. Calling it a hoax, and like there's honestly, I don't know what else to say. That stuff, man. It's an old argument. I'm just gonna move on. But like, my gosh, dude. Anyone who sits and says, "Oh, 2020 election was totally cool. Everything was fine," like they said, it was the most secure election in American history, then you're a moron. Period. We can still chat. We can still talk. But I don't know. I'm just over that, man. Like, there's people you can reach and people you can't reach. And people that still sit here and say nothing happened with 2020 was just fine and J6 was just Trump pushing his people, then you don't care about the actual facts. All you do is read the headlines. You stop at the headlines and then you turn around and you start regurgitating that garbage all over social media. That's why they write the headlines the way they write them, because people don't read the stories. They read the narrative. They read the headline, and then they go to social media and they share it because they think it makes them look intelligent. Oh, I'm in the know. Look how quickly I posted this. Apparently wrong information. But look how quick I posted it, though. I had it up before anybody else. It's a joke. You're just a liar. I'll tell you what, I don't lie. I don't lie. It's a pretty big thing. to say that. But you know what? I don't. I'm the real deal. When I say what I am, that's what I am. And you can look at me and see that. You can look at my reputation. I've built it over years and years. I'm not like some of these other people out here. I'm not going to name names. Who just F up their reputation and then go and create some kind of an image. Claim to be something that they're not. Play a character in order to get donations, get a following, get whatever. You can think that if you want to. I don't care. I don't care about your insults. Like, you're totally wasting your time. Although, never mind. Keep them coming. I appreciate it. Make sure you like and share and subscribe and all that stuff. Make sure. We need you out there. We'll get this on the screen. Let's put this on the screen. Come on, get it. Get it while you can, God. You're an idiot or a liar. Epstein is in the Trump files. Being pro-choice is worse than being racist. It's an interesting topic. I'm going to play this off topic. It's interesting. I thought it was funny. I enjoy watching it. This is a good use of AI. So what they did was they took we'll get back to the hate stuff in a second. Just bear with me. They took the cast of All in the Family and they used AI to have people come in and do makeup on them to make them look like they would look if they were on a sitcom today. And I thought this was really cool. So.
Yeah.
Eat it. Pretty cool. This one's pretty accurate. Yeah. I thought that was pretty neat. A little break from all the hate and all the anger and all the. Well, what do you have to do to make it so you don't support Trump? Blah, 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 blah. Why do you have to have policies that I don't like? I'm not a Trump fan. I'm a constitutionalist. I love the Constitution. I want to see it followed. I don't want to see America torn apart by hate. I like this kind of stuff. This kind of a response.
Collaborate and listen. Ice is back with a brand new invention. Something grabs a hold of me tightly. Flow like a harpoon daily and nightly. Will it ever stop? Yo, I don't know. Turn off the lights, and I'll blow. To the extreme, I rock a mic like a vandal. Light up a stage and wax a chump like a candle. Dance. Rest a speaker that booms. I'm killing your brain like a poisonous mushroom. Deadly. When I play a dope melody, anything less.
It's gonna end up being one of the greatest songs of all time.
You better gain weight. You better hit the fools out the kid don't play. And if there was a problem,
Yo,
I'll solve it. Check out the hook one.
DJ propose it.
Ice, ice, baby. Ice, ice, baby.
See, there's nothing wrong with that.
Ice, ice, baby.
Funny.
Ice, ice, baby. Ice, ice, baby.
Ice, ice, baby. I love it. I love that kind of. That's good stuff there. It's better than like shouting them down and arguing and getting all angry. They don't know what to do when you're not angry. That's the method that, like, you know, Martin Luther King Jr., a incredibly flawed person. And you know, I had gone back, was talking about this last week, or something about Gandhi and some of those people and how their mission, that don't retaliate. The point being is that when people look and see fire hoses and dogs and stuff like that, and one side's fighting and one side's not fighting, it's pretty easy to tell who the good guy is. It's even easier to tell who the bad guy is. Constitution. Do you mean the thing Trump burns daily? Well, see, I've seen the Constitution, and I'm not sure if you know this, but it was written on paper that's like really old. Really old. This might be some kind of a special year or something. It's pretty old. So if you went and burned it I don't know how, I think if you hit, it'd probably just, real quick. So I don't know if you could burn it every day. It doesn't seem like a good idea. I don't know. A lot of hate out there. A lot of people are mad. A lot of people that just go, oh, you're indoctrinated, so I'm not going to listen to you. You're indoctrinated, so I'm not going to listen to you. You're hateful. You're a bigot. You're a racist, so I'm not going to listen to you. You have a red hat on, so I'm not going to listen to you. You have a shaved head. I'm not going to listen to you. You're a white guy. I'm not going to listen to you. You have a beard. Oh, I'm not going to listen to you. I don't like your shirt. I'm not going to listen to you. Whatever. Do we see where we are now? We're there now? We're at that point now. I just read the beginning of that. It looks like it might be funny. Let's give it a try.
The following live stream is sponsored by the Bill Cosby Better Sleep Society in association with APEC and the Greater Israel Alliance. Make public hygiene great again. Vote restore.
That's good. That's good. I like that. I like when people make fun. Let's make fun. Let's have some fun. You can make fun of me. Make fun of my goofy beard. Make fun of my face. Make fun. Well, I don't care. Let's joke. We need to lighten the mood a bit. Again, I think your ideas are moronic. I think your ideas and your policies are stupid, and it will hurt the country and me, and has. But I don't hate you. We're in the same boat, you and me. You're on that side of the boat. I'm on this side of the boat. Doesn't matter which side of the boat sinks first. Seems like the people on the side of the boat that's not sinking first usually point at the ones that are sinking and laugh at them and encourage the sinking. But they don't even realize that they're going to go down too. Why is it so hard for us to understand? How has it been indoctrinated out of us that we are all in the same boat? That we're all in this raging river, being taken on this raging river. And we're all just trying to keep our heads above water, trying to pay the mortgage, trying to get their kids through school, trying to keep the whatever. Yeah. Anyway, Biden. Yeah. You've been indoctrinated, Mr. Avenger. You've been indoctrinated. It is what it's just what it is. You've been indoctrinated. You dislike a whole group of people, but you dislike the people. You dislike the people. You insult the people. You discourage. You disrespect the people. You don't listen to any people. You're controlled by strings. Wake up, man. Wake up. We are not all out here hating. The right is not out here hating the left. We can disagree, dislike, and all that stuff without hating you. It's so easy for you guys to be like, oh, I hate those people. They're this, they're that. My aunt used to say, don't say hate. You dislike. Say dislike. You don't say hate. You don't know what hate means. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see here. What else we got? You are what you say you hate, and it's obvious by your. You're not making sense anymore. Folks in this chat live in mud huts with Starlink. Thanks, Elon Musk. It's It's crazy, guys. It really is. Like, whatever. We can talk about there's no new wars. We can talk about this. We can talk about that. We can talk about a lot of stuff, you know? I'd rather talk about stuff like, hey, my oldest son's graduated today. That's really cool. That's got me on a roller coaster of total emotions. My mother passed 2 years ago. I never had a dad around. Just mortality and all this stuff. I'm going through a lot of stuff. But I'll be okay. It's like one of those phases in life, right? We're moving on to the next phase. We no longer have any little kids. We all have the bigger kids now. Can we talk about Trump's campaign promise of lowering the price of gas and groceries? Can we talk about it? Or do you have a coward's heart? You should maybe make a channel, and then you could talk about whatever the heck you wanted to talk about. I get amused by people that come in the chat. I demand we talk about this. I demand we talk about that. This is my show, guys. I can talk about whatever I want. That's the thing. More of the subversion. More of the subversion. True, there are some on both sides that this would fit, but that's not the majority, not by a long shot. The irony of Trump supporters talking law and order and morals, there is no irony there. You've been trained to see that there's irony there, but you've been trained. Honest to Pete, man, you've been trained. When they blindly support a convicted felon and sexual assailant, is completely lost on them. No one's blindly supporting anybody. That's the thing. You have been taught that we all blindly support Trump, that we're all just horrible people, and we're all follow him. It's a cult. We're all going to drink the Kool-Aid. Because you've been trained to think that, not because you base that on any experience that you've ever had with any Trump supporter, most likely. And if it is, it's probably just some extremist. But give me a break, man. How can you be there? Like, how can you be that far down that road that you really hate people? You hate Americans, man. You hate Americans. You have been trained like a animal to hate Americans. Good job, man. Bravo. Good job. Should be really proud of yourself. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. But yes. Yes. Just admitted you're a coward. Oh, I did. I did admit I'm a coward, I guess, because I didn't let you tell me what I'm going to talk about. Oh, man.
I'm going to think about this all day. He called me a coward. YouTube stab-worthy called me a coward. Oh, my gosh. I'm going to think about it all day. It's going to be on my heart. I'm going to be worried about it. It's going to be deep in my heart right now. It's cutting. Oh, it hurts. I'm a coward. Oh my god. I didn't even think of
Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Yes, you keep believing. I'm done with you now. We're gonna move on, but I appreciate you. Appreciate you. I'll keep. Yeah, actually, I hate him. Okay, I hate America. Right, that's good. Good, yeah, excellent. Now, maybe you should ask yourself, like any reasonable person would who wasn't indoctrinated and trained into thinking the way that you're thinking it, what are you basing that opinion off of? What are you basing that I hate America off of? Are you basing it off of anything except for the fact that you don't like my ideas and blah, 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 blah. You're the problem. Yeah, you're the problem. People like you are the problem. If we met on the street and I wanted to discuss an issue, you wouldn't. You wouldn't. You'd insult. You'd try to take the thing off track. You do what most people like you do. You're not in a debate to win the debate. You're in the debate to make the other side lose the debate. And not by winning the debate, but just by insults and that kind of garbage. It's good like that. Like fake Christian, Epstein files. Oh. What are you talking about? Who doesn't like Americans? I don't like any of them. America first doesn't mean Israel first. Doesn't mean Ukraine first. Agree. They just gave more money to Ukraine, didn't they? Isn't that wonderful? Wonderful. Just wonderful. Yeah, I do feel it's funny when people come in here and they try to insult me like they don't know me, I guess. I don't know. Some of them do. Some of them have been doing. Oh, we're gonna watch this video because this is crazy. This video is crazy. This video made me a little bit in my stomach. We're gonna watch this in just a second. You have to hang on. It's pretty cool though. So yeah, you can't insult me. We've done this. I've been doing this for years, guys. People stood in my face and insulted me. Megaphones. Hell, Sapphire Patriot been through it more than me. We're not cowards. We're not scared of anything. Not scared. If I was scared, I wouldn't have gone. If I was scared, I wouldn't have said. I wouldn't have taken an oath. So I wouldn't have signed up. If I was scared, I wouldn't be on here right now. I'd be in a chat insulting people. If I was scared. If I was a coward, I'd be in the shadows, like a nameless person, yelling insults and lobbing arrows that never really quite hit their target, do they? Snowflake. Snowflake. Yes, that's exactly what I am. I am a snowflake. Literally, your username is MagAmericans. But asking you to talk about MAGA isn't okay. Is that what you did? Did you ask me to talk about MAGA? Is that what you did? Yeah, like sometimes, like with the kids, like, do you think I'm stupid? Like, do you think I'm dumb? Did you think that I'm going to believe that story? We're going to watch this real quick, and then we'll go back to it. You guys get your comments. Get them lined up. I got my chat over here is paused, so I won't miss any of your nasty comments, all right? You get those in. But this video, this guy, I don't know what he's doing, but it looks like he's on a cable, a metal cable that goes from one mountaintop to another. I don't know. I don't know what he's doing, why he would do it. I don't know. But apparently he goes way too fast. And then there's some kind of a knot in the middle. So it's like, oh my gosh. So yeah, check this out. Hell no. Hell no. His hand's all bloody. What are we doing? What are you doing out there? It's time to reevaluate some choices. Now he's got to unhook and then hook back up and then go super fast again. I can't even. F that stuff. That's crazy. Can imagine. We are being fleeced by both sides. Yeah. I wouldn't say both sides. I'd say one side. It's more one side. It is what it is. Another stupid propaganda video. All right. Is it one? Yeah. That's what I was thinking of. The city of Battleground, Washington has signed a proclamation officially recognizing the federal government's designation of Antifa as a terrorist organization. Antifa members did not like that. That's a real shame.
Of Antifa as a domestic terror organization and affirming the importance of public safety. Point of brother's Mayor.
Fuck you.
Mayor, motion for recess of 2 minutes.
Second.
Motion passed. Chief, can you please ask that person to leave?
Stand right here, please. Stand right here.
Oh, how effective.
Mr. Mayor, there was no vote on that motion, sir.
She said she's not moving. I bet she does.
All right, we have a motion and a second to recess 2 minutes. All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion passes unanimously. Recess for 2 minutes. You guys want to go to the back? Go ahead.
Hold on. There's no need to get physical. Why don't we try to de-escalate the situation?
The guy in a dress with fingernails and a mask on thinks that he needs to get in the middle of it so he can de-escalate. There's nothing to de-escalate. Your person acted like a moron, and now she has to leave. And that's really the end of it. There's no...
I'm allowed to fucking be here? Say whatever the fuck I want to say. Fuck you, you're fucking fascist piece of shit. Fuck you. Fascist, fuck. All of you are fascist piece of shit. You're gonna fucking all go to hell, motherfuckers. Fuck all of you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Shame on you, motherfuckers. Fascist, fuck.
I hear that someone's being asked to leave, right? No one's asking me to leave. I'm just trying to make sure that everybody stays calm and fucking rational, right?
That's not your job, you insane person. That's not your job. The police's job is to do that. Your job is to stand back. You have no authority.
I don't know, my guy, but I'm trying to walk up you in my face. Take a step back and just hold on.
I should have complied. Pain compliance worked really well.
You clearly are dying.
My goddamn breath! Fuck you!
Hi, Eric Overalls.
Oh, well. I love it. I love when they freak out and act like that. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. How could you not think both sides are stealing from us? I do. I do think both sides are stealing from us. That's the thing. You guys look at me and the MagAmericans and think that I'm just all riding on Trump's, and all that. That's not the case. That's not the case. I agree. There you go. I agree. We were being fleeced by one side, Republicans. You're exactly the puppet that they needed. Perfect example. That's the puppet that they need, those people. You guys defend everything that your party says. You guys do everything that they tell you to do. I agree. We're only being attacked by the Republicans. Only the Republicans are bad. It's just the Republicans that are bad. You expose yourself when you do that stupid stuff, man. By the way, I'd meet you on any street corner and debate whatever you want. Sure you would. Sure you would. That's Avenger. He just talks. He can't debate. Okay. Yes. Never done that before. I've never debated with anybody before. It's crazy. I honestly don't care about politics because no matter what happens, I'm still going to live my life the way I feel like. Yeah. I agree to that to a certain point. Eventually, that you're not going to be able to. Eventually, you're not going to be able to. Or worse yet, eventually, your children and grandchildren aren't going to be able to. I can't think of the exact quote Thomas Paine said basically, but it said, if there must be violence, let it be today so that my children may live in peace. I believe that. We're supposed to sacrifice what we have. That the previous generations didn't do that. Part of the reason that we're here. Republic. See, that's what I'm talking about right there. You're another indoctrinated. That's foolish, man. That's foolish. That's hate. You've been indoctrinated. But they don't ever stop and go, hey, why do I hate that person? hey, why do I hate these people? See, I can look at the left and go, hey, why do I really disagree with that policy? Hey, why do I think what they're doing is dumb? But I don't go, hey, why do I hate that person? Because I don't hate that person. It's easy not to hate people. You'd have to work at it. You ignorant hicks really need to be concerned. Probably like that deplorable comment then, huh? Yeah, that would be cool if he locked up Hillary. I'd like to see more of that, huh? MAGA talking about corruption and calling the left radical as they worship the Antichrist and gave away $20 trillion to the bankers they swore were the enemy. Cuckoo! 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 King Trump is the Antichrist. There's no exceptions and no excuses. You're only a couple steps away from where they want you, buddy. Like you're ready to go out there and do some violence when you believe that kind of stuff, right? Because you're fighting evil. At that point, man, you're going to go out there and fight evil because if it's evil and you fight it, that makes you good, right? Naturally by default. So, man, I'm going to see you on the news in a little while, huh? You're one of them. I don't know if you know this, but I don't come on here to debate with people. Like I'm not interested in just having an argument every day. So I'm sorry if you don't like it. If you don't like that, I don't argue the way you want me to. I think I've given you quite a bit of attention on the show, way more than you deserve. I mean, based on the content of what you're saying, outside of a case study, there's really no point in even bringing it up. But a case study, it's excellent. It's excellent for a case study. It's truth. Anybody here have a job? Some of us have a couple. You can keep saying I spread hate, but that's not what's happening here. You see it as hate, you perceive it as hate because you've been taught to. You've been indoctrinated, man. It's a shame. How ironic you would bring up hive mind. Interesting. It's like the subverted never really know that they're subverted, do they? They never know they're subverted. Oh, they're getting angry now. I can't even keep up. You sound extremely kind. All you do is deflect because you're a coward. Oh, am I a coward? Man, it's funny. If I was a coward, I probably wouldn't be here. I'd probably be hiding. Or you know what? I'd probably be in a chat and name myself something like Uncanny Mountain. Something like that. Who knows? Who knows? Like when you're calling everyone wokes, cold, and want DEI. Interesting. Yep, working now and listening too. Amen. Enjoy your work day. Enjoy your work day. I took today off because my oldest son is graduating today. So I took the today off. I didn't have to call anybody to ask either. I could just take it off. Isn't that nice? Hashtag Max, get a job. The funny thing is that you truly think I care what you think. That's the funny part. The thing is, you have already demonstrated that you care what I think because you are here, but you don't see the irony involved because you see yourself as some kind of a hero, right? Maybe a bit narcissistic or something like that, maybe. Who knows? Who knows? Not sure. Happy Pride Month. Oh, that's what they need. A month. Mental disorder month. Yay, it's mental disorder month. Just for you. Ding. Ding. June is Groomer Awareness Month. So make sure you're looking over your shoulder. Make sure there's no one creeping up behind you like Al Munson. You never know what they're there for. All right. Chicken shit scared. Fearly little mag adults. Blame everyone else for your F-ups patriotism. What is wrong with people today, man? What happened to people? What's all this anger? How about that guy? Support, what's his face up there in, what's his, Graham Plattner? Is that it? Where'd that video go? He's got some problems, man. That Graham Plattner guy. But the Democrat Party is not really worried about that. They don't care about standards. They don't care about any of that. I loved what, I don't know if you saw Fetterman. They had him on Fox News. Another little clip of him talking about it. He calls him, what's he call him? P, what do you call it? We'll see here.
Plattner drop out of the main
Senate race. P. Hustle. He calls him P. Hustle. I love it. I don't know what it's about Fetterman, man. I wouldn't vote for him, but he's winning heart. He's winning my heart.
Should Graham Plattner drop out of the main Senate
P.
race?
P. Hustle. Yeah, he's around. Apparently, we didn't match up on Kick. So, we're not, I guess we're not going to meet with them on that.
You're not meeting with them.
Like, what kind of a creeper has been on a decade on a platform like Kick and send a dozen explicit kinds of messages and who knows what else? The thing he has going for him is the long, it's so long. You lose count of all the things. It's, every other day there's a new one.
Should he drop out?
And that's up to Pennsylvania. That's up to Maine. I'm Pennsylvania. So, but that's here we are. And who wants to defend those things? I don't know, but I wouldn't. Not the smartest guy, but spot on. He is spot on. Spot on. Yeah, he's a Nazi. So he's a Nazi. That's wild.
On Graham Plattner, are you satisfied with the explanations he's given for the controversies his campaign has faced right now? Are you concerned about
supporting Graham Plattner?
With Graham Plattner today, we're going to beat Susan Collins, take back the Senate.
They don't care about morals. They don't care about any of that stuff. It's just take back the Senate. It's all that matters. No morals. None of that stuff. None of that matters at all. That's it.
Did you see that?
That's it. I will say this MMA fighter surprised me with his opinion on the MMA fight at the White House. And I also have to say, I pretty much agree with him.
Did you see that Sean Strickland got banned from the White House for talking about Israel?
I'm not surprised at all. Freedom of speech is what really makes this country great. And when you can't criticize a foreign nation, come on, man. We ought to be able to criticize our own nation, let alone a foreign nation. In fact, that's the only nation you're not allowed to criticize. Something's going to change because evil empires don't last forever. There's always a rebellion.
What are your thoughts on the UFC White House just in general? Like,
I do want to be on the card.
You do want to be on the card.
I do. And this is what I got to say. First off, I ain't jealous of any of those fighters. I'm so happy for those fighters. If they need me to fill in, if I'm healthy, hey, I'll do it. For the UFC, I think it's great. It's beyond great. It's literally the perfect scenario. But what I think personally is that our government is desecrating its role in society by entertaining sports. Our government is to protect and serve the people, and really should be as minimal as possible. When you're doing all of this stuff, hosting sporting events, it's really outside of what the goal of the government was intended to be, because our tax dollars and resources are funding this operation. And like I said, I'm not criticizing the UFC. I love Dana. I love Hunter. I love Sean, Mick. I love all of them, but the government should never be hosting sporting events because there's more room for corruption, and we already have a corrupted government. The government is supposed to protect us, not entertain us.
Ding. Ding. Wow. What wisdom coming from an MMA fighter. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? Well, I see everybody's getting flipped out. Everybody's getting freaking out there. What are you doing? What are you doing? How about this story? Didn't seem to get any news. Brothers who killed Ethan Liming stomped on his chest, broke his neck, and took his car. This is 2024. At LeBron James School, sentenced only 6 months and 18 months each. That seems odd. That doesn't seem right. Why would it be so small? There seems to be a lot of that going on. We got to do a little funny video, and then then a couple more things, and we're going to get rolling. We got a Saturday to get to here. But here, laugh a little bit. Lion. You know what's going to happen. Oh, dang. Oh. Damn. Oops. Oops. Keep it coming. Keep all this indoctrination coming. Keep it coming. Yes. Yes. Where did it go? I was going to answer that one, but the chat did that. Right wingers love morally bankrupt leaders. Man, dude. Really? I have been told to say this. I have been told to say this. Black people are this. White people are this. And it's so sad, man. You just really believe just the whole other side. I do not like government, period. If you're a government supporter, you're actually my enemy. Yeah, it's pretty, that was pretty much what the founders kind of thought, too. They hated government. If you support Trump, you have completely
forfeited your right to talk about morals.
Okay, cool. Cool, bruh. You made you the authority. I heard Trump's going to toss bread to the peasants at the UFC event, right? You know what I mean? I don't like it, man. I don't like it. I said I didn't like it when they first announced it. I don't like it now. MAGA, we outnumber you. No, you don't. No, you don't. It's cool. Keep it up. But you don't. White people host, white people, blah, blah, blah. Nothing to do with white people. Mags, you sounded like Freedom Tunes. Yeah, right? Freedom Tunes is great if you've never seen Freedom Tunes. We're going to watch a couple of these moments here and these hearings that we have to watch because they're just great. Scott Bessent, quote, just went there with Senator Wyden. I don't know if you saw this one.
Let's be clear here. Nobody is interested in the ramblings of a capo in the most corrupt regime in American history. We want to get some facts about this deal. That's what we're here for. Thank you.
Well, thank you. And I will ask my questions first today.
And we would like to hear what Adam Wyden and Jeffrey Epstein talked about. Your son's largest investment position was Rick's Cabaret. So did your son and Jeffrey Epstein talk about pole dancing?
Oh, no.
As he begged him for money using your limited credibility.
Ooh, damn. Oh, damn.
I'm going to proceed with my questions. And Mr. Secretary, I'm going to.
Wow. That was pretty bad. He was ready. He had that lined up, ready to go, man. There was a couple other ones. Rubio had some really good moments on the Hill. It's just worth watching.
You have shared these talking points before.
They're not talking points, they're the truth.
But it is hard to take your word for it when this is the most corrupt administration in American history.
Well, that's
we're
your
talking
opinion.
pardons for sale. We're talking about no bid contracts to those on Trump's family and friends plan. We're talking about a $1.8 billion slush fund. And I think that's corruption. The American people think that's corruption. They want to know if you think that's corruption.
Okay. Number two, this goes right to the point of transparency. You're absolutely wrong about the way the money flows. It's pretty straightforward, and I'll share.
So I'm going to have to reclaim my time again because
the
what
kind of process is this? They get to ask questions.
This whole situation was supposed to be a foreign relations hearing, and it went off the rails. They were talking about shoes at one point.
It's my time. The question
about
corruption is really important.
So why am I here if I don't get to answer your questions or your defamatory statements?
I'm reclaiming my time.
I want you to, but I want to reclaim. Well, do I get time? Because you make these defamatory statements and no one can talk here.
If you can't call out corruption in this country, then how can you call it out in another?
Well, I can't say anything because you won't let me speak.
It is about credibility and your credibility. And your credibility meter is on empty right now. This oil.
These guys just get to talk and I don't get to answer.
Who determines the barrels of oil that get sold? How many of them?
Let me answer your question. I have an answer for your question.
Where is it going?
Oh, I get
will
it. They
let
have to
you.
use their time for me to answer
The
your
onus
question.
is on you to prove that there is no corruption happening.
Well, how do
that
I
is
prove it if
your
you don't let me talk?
responsibility as the Secretary of State. And you know what? Normally we would have access to that data. That's the transparency.
You just don't know where to
But
look.
you're not showing us any receipt. Well, then show us. Do you commit? Do you commit to coming back here with whoever the person is who is monitoring the sales of the oil? Bring them before this committee. Show the receipts. Have the documentation. You don't have this time yet. I'm talking about your credibility and evidence, not your talking points, because talking points are never a replacement for transparency.
I agree, but that's what you're saying. You're saying talking points without an answer.
We are 5 months into this and no audits. Zero visibility into the contracts that are awarded.
100%.
Unfortunately, Representative's time has expired. Representative Salazar is recognized.
Yes. And giving contracts with no transparency is exactly the reason why you shut down USAID. So practice what you preach. I yield my time.
She gets to scream now too?
Chairman, can we take down her words?
I'll give you some time. I'll give you some of my time. Then you just
okay. Oh God, what kind of thing is this? What is this? You get asked questions for 5 minutes and you don't get time to answer. It's not a hearing.
I think you said clown
like
show
a dunk
before.
tank. What is this?
I don't have to tell you. I don't.
I've even used their time. How can I answer the question? They don't even give me time. I've had to use their time to answer your questions.
Yes.
All right, whatever.
All right, so I don't need to tell you that in my community, the city that I represent, the city of Miami, you're one of the most illustrious representatives, and that we're very proud of you, not only the Cuban Americans, but the Hispanic Americans in my
Why is she leaving? I'm going to answer her questions.
I will.
Oh, okay, I got it. Well, thank you for coming.
I'm not a huge Rubio guy, but I mean, it was pretty funny. Like this next one is absolutely, it's laughable. This one's laughable.
And just like you couldn't admit that the shoes the president bought you were too big, you clearly don't know what winning means. And not because the facts are unclear to you, it's because telling the truth would cost you your job. And the American people are entitled to a Secretary of State who tells them the truth even when the president doesn't want to hear it. And my constituents, our service members, deserve better. Mr. Chairman, I yield back.
I don't know what shoes she's talking about. What is she talking about?
Representative Burchett, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr.
Foreign Relations Committee, guys.
Chairman, if you'd like to answer any of that.
Yeah, I don't know about the shoes. I mean, he gave me some Florsheim shoes. They're actually pretty good. They fit fine. I don't know what she's talking about. And maybe that's what she's referring to.
Your shoes look very nice today, Mr. Secretary.
How can you see them? They're way down here. We're talking about shoes. Are you guys kidding me? I mean, is this the Foreign Affairs Committee or is this like a circus? What is this?
And just like you couldn't admit
He's right. You know, I mean, he's right. The whole thing was a circus. It just turns into them yelling at him. And, you know, we've seen it before. We've seen it before.
What club?
There's good in the world, guys. We don't have to argue with each other and be angry at each other all the time. You know, like Al Munson. This guy, Al Munson, man. Whoo, Al Munson's been following me around for almost 5 years. A little loud of applause for Al Munson, please. Let's get some applause going. Oh. Yeah. It's a good example of someone who's been under my boot heel, if you call it that, for 5 years, desperately trying to get me to look in his direction, desperately needing my attention. My dog is giving you some attention. It's not necessary. We don't have to fight and argue anyway. We don't have to fight and argue. I can make fun of people. Some of this stuff is silly. For sure, it's silly. But when you say Trump's entire regime is an unqualified circus, you're just showing that you're kind of, I don't know. I don't want to call them names or anything. But let's do this one last video here to remember what it's really all about, and then we're going to close it out.
What club? What
This pastor, I don't even know his name. This pastor had his eye stabbed out right there where he's standing, and I believe was there the following week to preach.
club? What pub? What men and women? What drugs? What alcoholism? What gambling? The hell with it all. You had the opportunity to come to know Christ. God is the judge. I am lost. But Jesus will always be the I am. And He is the only way to heaven. He is heaven itself. Heaven without Christ is no heaven. Life without Christ is hell. Christ, the perfect will. Once you find that perfect will, Jesus Christ, you have found everything you need and everything you lack. God bless you.
Amen. Amen. That is so much more important. That is so much more important than anything else we talked about here today. Usually I say smile at a stranger. Usually I say pray for your enemies. Today I just want to say have a conversation with Jesus today. Have a conversation. Even if you don't believe. Even if you don't. Just sit in a room and try to have a conversation. I bet you leave that situation feeling a little differently. But that's the most important thing. I love all you guys, all of you, in the way that the Christian is supposed to. Yeah, we argue and we fight and whatever, and I make fun of people and whatever, and that, but in the end, that's all that really matters. What really matters is family, your relationships, the effects that you have on people, how you leave them feeling. They don't remember what you did. They remember how you made them feel. Let's try to make today a day where maybe we bless somebody else a little bit. But yeah, have a little bit of have a conversation with God. Have a conversation with Jesus. Anything. Doesn't matter what you say. If you haven't done it in years, just do it. Just do it. Do it before you stop yourself. Do it before someone else stops you. God bless you, every one of you. Every one of you, even the ones that are hating and angry and everything. I wish you all the best. We'll see you soon. Maybe tomorrow morning. Usually I'm on Saturday morning, but we got the graduation thing tonight, so I'm not sure how that's going to go. We will have to find out. God bless you. Smile at a stranger. Pray for your enemies. And have a conversation today.